What's up, everybody? This is Pastor G, and I'm feeling real good right now. Why? Because I'm talking to you, the person that is about, or the persons that's about to move into your next. You're going to move into your next great thing that God has in store for you. But it's going to take some major decisions. Probably one of the most courageous decisions in life. Why? Because you're going to choose to let go of something that was important over here to get something greater. And sometimes that's not comfortable to do because it leads us into an uncomfortable place. But in the book of Genesis, the 12th chapter, first verse, it says, Abraham, leave your country, your kindred, and your father's house. These are three things that signifies comfort. Because I'm taking you to a place where thou art a stranger to bless you there. Now notice this. God says the same thing to you. I'm moving you out of your comfort zone. I'm letting some things die to create space for this new thing. The reason why I gotta let things die, because you don't feel the need to look for something new if something is already occupying that space. So now a decision is going to have to be made. Now this decision, I can't tell you what it is. You know, it could mean a relationship decision. It could mean a job decision. It could even mean a church decision. I don't know, you know. But you've been praying about this. And you've been praying about a move. And God says, now it's time to move. And I'm going to tell you what I want you to do. Now understand something. In the 23rd chapter of Genesis, it talks about Abraham and Sarah. The scripture starts out, the first verse of the 23rd chapter says, Sarah was 107 years old. And she dies. Then it talks about how Abraham comes and he's mourning his dead. Why is he mourning his dead? Because he's thinking about Sarah. Sarah, who meant everything to me. She was the one that helped me birth my dream. She was the one that lied for me, put herself in jeopardy to make sure that I was comfortable. We went on many trips together. It was such a beautiful relationship. But now, the scripture says he gets up from his mourning his dead, and he comes to the conclusion, God has allowed this to die. No matter how important it was, then he's allowed it to die. So the scripture says this. He gets up and he asks the people of the place, I need a place to bury my dead. Now notice this, what he says. I need a place to bury her out of my sight. Meaning, I don't need to revisit it every day because I know how much it meant to me. If I come across it every day, then I'm going to think about all the trips that we took together. I'm going to think about all the wonderful things that we did together. I'm going to think about how she had my back throughout every situation. And it's going to feel good. And so it's going to stop my progress of going into the next thing. This is why I say the decision that have to be made is going to be major, because you're going to put something to rest that was so vital in your life. But in order to get a great return or get the thing that God is trying to get, it's going to take a great investment. It's going to take a great investment. You're going to have to allow something that you thought meant everything and let it go so that God can give you the greater. And notice this, 25th chapter of Genesis, it says that Abraham takes to himself another wife named Keturah. And the scripture says that she bare unto him 7 more sons. Now, what am I saying? Don't let your past hinder what God is about to birth now, the new things that he's about to birth. Let's make the decision, the tough decision, the major decision. I can't emphasize this enough. This is something that means a whole lot to you, but it's died. And the only thing you have memories, it hadn't produced in a long time. God says, let that go to get what I'm trying to give you now. It's major. So it's going to be very uncomfortable in this time. But don't let it hinder you from the new birth. It's your time. Accept it. Make the decision. Decision decides seasons. So make the decision, and God's going to move fast for you. Pastor G's out. Man,